This is my go-wrong day. It just seems to be that way. Nothing I do is turning out right. I tossed and I turned in my bed all night. I didn't know a day could be so long when everything goes wrong. This is my go-wrong day. Why? I just can't say. I tried very hard to make it right. I looked in the mirror, saw an awful sight. I didn't know a day could be so long when everything goes wrong. This is my go-wrong day. I don't want to go and play. I stood outside and kicked the wall. I didn't want to kick my old football. I didn't know a day could be so long when everything goes wrong. Where have the good days gone? Who threw them all away? Wrapped up in paper, tossed in the bin. This is a go-wrong day. This is my go-wrong day. It just seems to be that way. Nothing I do is turning out right. I tossed and I turned in my bed all night. I didn't know a day could be so long when everything goes wrong. When everything goes wrong. When everything goes wrong.
It all began early one morning. It was going to be a beautiful day, and the sun was warming up the leaves at the top of the trees. Andy the ant was still in his matchbox bed. Outside, the birds were already singing. But Andy still stayed in bed. The sun came in through the open window and made the room sparkle with soft yellow light. But still Andy stayed in bed. Andy's father called out,
"Come on, Andy. It's time to get up."
But still Andy stayed in bed. Andy's father lifted the blanket from Andy's head and said,
"Wake up, Andy. Your breakfast is ready. It's time to get up. It's a beautiful day."
But Andy kept his eyes closed very tight and said, "I don't want any breakfast."
What's wrong, Andy? Don't you feel well?
"I'm angry."
But why are you angry?
I'm angry.
Well, angry ant, it's time to get up.
So Andy got up out of bed, put on his jeans and shirt, and when he tied the laces on his 2 pairs of sneakers, he walked into the kitchen. His father said,
"How are you feeling, Andy?"
"I'm angry."
Well, Andy, you seem to have lost your old self.
"Lost my what?"
Your old, happy self. You better go outside and see if you can find him.
But I haven't had my breakfast yet."
Andy, you said you didn't want it.
Andy knew this was true, but it still made him angry. And so he went outside.
Don't slam the door.
Outside the sun was shining, the sky was blue, and the garden looked beautiful. "Oh, what a beautiful day! I wish it was raining or even stormy." "This is my go-wrong day. It just seems to be that way. Nothing I do is turning out right. I tossed and I turned in my bed all night. I didn't know a day could be so long when everything goes wrong." Andy was just going round the corner of a large garden pot when someone said,
"Hello, Andy."
It was Duncan the butterfly. "Oh, hi, Duncan."
Hey, what's wrong, Andy? You don't seem to be your old self.
"Oh, not you too. That's why my dad said. That's why I'm out here."
Oh, did your dad send you outside?
"Yes, without any breakfast."
Boy, he must have been angry.
"Oh, he won't. Well, he said I had to go out and find my old self. I didn't even know I had an old self."
I had an old self once. Hey, but that was on the other side of the hill.
On the side of the hill?
Yeah. When I was little, I was a caterpillar.
Were you really?
Yeah. And then one day I went to sleep, and when I woke up, hey, I was a butterfly.
Gee.
All this happened on the other side of the hill, so I suppose my old self is still there.
But I've never been a caterpillar. You know, I've never been anything but an ant. And anyhow, I've never been anywhere but here, so how Duncan Butterfly can my old self be on the other side of the hill? You tell me if you can.
Well, how would I know? Hey, but you'll never know unless you go and see.
Oh, that's easy for you to say. You can fly. I've got to walk all the way.
Well, if you are going to be rude, I am going away. Goodbye.
So Andy was left sitting all by himself, feeling very cross.
Oh, what would that stupid butterfly know anyway? All he does is flap and flap and flap around all day. And then again, he's seen a lot of things I haven't seen. He might be right. So maybe if I go to the other side of the hill, this might go wrong day. It just seems to be that way. Nothing I do is turning out right. I tossed and I turned in my bed all night. I didn't know a day could be so long when everything goes wrong.
He walked for a very long time, around the stack of flower pots, past the pile of firewood, across the garden, when suddenly
The lawnmower, roaring, puffing smoke and throwing stones and cutting the grass, came rushing towards Andy. Andy ran and ran, and the noise got louder and louder. Dust blocked his eyes and ears, and Andy didn't know where he was. Oh, help! Help! Help!
as the mower went off down the garden, Benjamin Snail came slithering along.
Hello, Andy. The mower nearly got you that time. You shouldn't speak with your mouth full, Benjamin Snail. Oh, sorry. You don't seem to be your old self. Bit of a mood, is it? Oh, I've lost it. What? I've lost my old self. Hey, Andy, maybe it got run over by the lawnmower. Oh, of course not. I lost it before that. Duncan Butterfly told me that my old self might be on the other side of the hill, so that's where I'm going, to the other side of the hill. Sounds silly to me. You might get eaten. My great-grandfather was eaten on the other side of the hill. Was he looking for his old self? No, he heard the lettuces were much greener there. But he only got as far as the top of the fence when a crow grabbed him and ate him. What? That's really cheered me up, Benjamin. You're a great help. It's a sad tale, but true, so I wouldn't go there if I were you. But listen, Benjamin, crows don't eat ants, do they? I don't know what crows eat. I know they eat great-grandfathers. Well, I know. They don't eat ants, so I'm perfectly safe. I'm going. Have it your own way. But don't tell your great-grandchildren I didn't warn you. Bye, Eddie. Oh, that dumb snail doesn't know anything. I'm not scared of any old crow.
Andy was just going round the corner of the old shed when he saw the blackened brick incinerator.
Oh, no. I'll climb to the top of the incinerator, and then I'll be able to see the other side of the hill, and then, if I see my old self, I'll be able to wave to it.
And so Andy got to the bottom of the incinerator and started to climb.
Boy, this sure is a yucky, grubby old place.
Yucky, is it? Grubby, is it? I might live here, but it's not me that makes it yucky, as you put it. Others do that.
Oh, hello, is that you, Mr. Webb? Mr. Webb was an old spider who lived under a brick next to the old incinerator.
Are you all right, Mr. Webb?
All right. Am I all right? Who could possibly ask me that?
I did.
Oh, it's you, is it? Andy. No, Andy. I am not all right. I haven't been myself for years.
What do you mean, Mr. Webb?
Smoke, my boy, smoke. My old happy self has gone up in all that smoke. Every time they light the incinerator, a little more of me floats away in a cloud of smoke.
Hey, Mr. Webb, maybe that's what happened to me.
Well, I lost my old self. Maybe it floated away like smoke. Probably did. Do you sleep with the window open?
Yes, Mr. Webb.
Thought so. I can tell. Well, there you have it. Your old self, like mine, out of the window, up in smoke, gone forever.
Oh, no, Mr. Webb.
Oh, you'll have to excuse me. Must go. My pipe's gone out.
Oh, what'll I do now? If my old self has got up in smoke, I'll never find it. It's all my father's fault. He made me sleep with the window open. It's healthy, he said. Now look at me. Look how healthy I am.
Poor Andy. Now he was really angry. He thought it was his father's fault that he'd lost his old self.
Well, I'm never going home again. I'm going to live under a brick like Mr. Webb and cough all day and I'll always be angry and I don't care, not even if the mower runs me over. This might go wrong day. It just seems to be that way. Nothing I do is turning out right. I tossed and I turned in my bed all night. I didn't know a day could be so long when everything goes wrong. Oh, what are you laughing at, Harry?
You! What are you so angry about?
Sitting high up on the washing line was Harry Kookaburra. He'd heard Andy grumbling to himself and wondered what could make a small ant so angry.
Andy, you look so hot and bothered. Why don't you come and sit up here and enjoy the view?
No, thank you.
Oh, not your old self today, are you?
No, I've lost it and I don't care.
Lost today? And how do you think that happened?
Easy. It flew out the window.
Out the window, eh?
It's out not like smoke.
Interesting idea. Read it somewhere, did you? Or learned it at school?
No, Mr. Webb told me. He said his old self went up in smoke and he says mine has gone up in the air because I sleep with the window open.
Oh, could be, Andy. I know stranger things have happened. Oh, but listen, Andy, I spend most of my time up in the air, and I haven't seen your old self floating around.
Oh, you think everything's funny. Just wait till you lose your old self.
You're right, Andy. Yes, you're right. Look, I'll have a quick fly around and see if I can see it. Your old self, that is. No, I can't see it. Not on the road. Not in this tree. I know. Maybe next door on the tennis court. No luck. Andy, I think I know where your old self might be.
Oh, not somewhere far away.
No, not far away at all. See that bucket over there? I was sitting on the edge of that bucket this morning, and do you know what? I looked down, and there in the bottom of the bucket, I saw myself.
You did? Was it your old self?
Certainly was. The very old self sitting here before you at this very moment.
Oh, that's wonderful. And did you see my old self down there too?
Oh, I can't really remember. But I wasn't actually looking for it, was I? Hey, maybe you should have a look for your old self yourself.
I will.
And so while Harry sat on the washing line, chuckling to his old self, Andy climbed up the side of the bucket.
I'm nearly at the top.
Keep climbing, Andy. You're doing well.
Andy finally reached the top edge of the bucket, and he craned his neck to see the bottom.
I can't see anything.
You'll have to lean over more.
Andy leaned over as far as he could.
Hey, I can see me. I can see my old self. Help! You gotta pull me out, Harry. Pull me out. Pull me out, Harry.
The only person I'll pull out is the old Andy.
So with a laugh, Harry flew over, sat on the edge of the bucket, lifted Andy out, and took him home. When Andy arrived home, his father said,
"Oh, I see you found your old self, Andy. Oh, but he's all wet."
Andy laughed a bit, but he didn't tell his father about the bucket. He just said,
"Can I have my breakfast now, Dad?"
"Oh, I'm sorry, Andy, but you're much too late for breakfast. Hey, why don't we have lunch instead?"
This is my go-wrong day. It just seems to be that way. Nothing I do is turning out right. I tossed and I turned in my bed all night. I didn't know a day could be so long when everything goes wrong. This is my go-wrong day. Why, I just can't say. I tried very hard to make it right. I looked in the mirror, saw an awful sight. I didn't know a day could be so long when everything goes wrong. This is my go-wrong day. I don't want to go and play. I stood outside and kicked the wall. I didn't want to kick my old football. I didn't know a day could be so long when everything goes wrong. Where have the good days gone? Who threw them all away? Wrapped up in paper, tossed in the bin. This is a go-wrong day. This is my go-wrong day. It just seems to be that way. Nothing I do is turning out right. I tossed and I turned in my bed all night. I didn't know a day could be so long when everything goes wrong. When everything goes wrong. When everything goes wrong. I've got a long way to go today. I haven't got time to stop and talk. I've got to be right on my way. Things to be seen, places to go, places I've never seen. Blue skies above, green grass around, sunshine everywhere. And if I boast, I hope you'll pardon, but I think I live in a beautiful garden. Got a long way to go today. I haven't got time to stop and talk. I've got to be right on my way. Things to be seen, places to go, places I've never seen. Flowers are wishes that have come true, butterflies dreams that fly. And if I boast, I hope you'll pardon, but I think I live in a beautiful garden. Got a long way to go today. I haven't got time to stop and talk. I've got to be right on my way. Things to be seen, places to go, places I've never seen. Benjamin Snail had been sleeping under a turned-up flower pot behind the shed, right next to the incinerator. The orange morning sun shone through the hole in the bottom of the flower pot right onto Benjamin and woke him up. Oh, what a lovely morning. Benjamin slowly came out of his shell and gave his eyes a long stretch. Oh, this sort of morning is perfect for a quiet wander around the garden. I might just nibble a bit of lettuce, munch a few silverbeet leaves and chew a bit of spinach. Benjamin's mouth was watering at the thought of all the things he was going to eat. Oh, this is going to be the sort of day every young snail dreams of. Suddenly, the ground beneath Benjamin started to shake. There was a rumble that got louder and louder.
Oh, help! It's an earthquake! Help!
The ground in front of Benjamin cracked open and out sprang a large green and orange beetle.
Who are you?
Me! I'm a Christmas beetle. I've just hatched. Christmas is coming! Christmas is coming! I'm a Christmas beetle. Christmas is coming!
Pardon?
Christmas is coming! Christmas is coming!
But what's Christmas?
Haven't got time! Must go! I'm a Christmas beetle! Christmas is coming! Christmas is coming!
I wonder where he's going in such a hurry. And I wonder what Christmas is. It might be important. I mean, he nearly knocked me over to get to it. I must ask someone. Who would know what Christmas is? I know. Mr. Webb. He's really old. I bet he's heard about this Christmas thing. Mr. Webb was the old wolf spider who lived under a brick on the other side of the incinerator. So Benjamin set off to see Mr. Webb. Got a long way to go today. I haven't got time to stop and talk. I've got to be right on my way. Things to be seen, places to go, places I've never seen.
Mr. Webb! Mr. Webb! Mr. Webb!
Oh, what's that confounded noise? Stop that yelling! Oh, who are you? What do you want?
It's me, Mr. Webb.
Me? How can you be me? I'm me.
No. It's me, Benjamin.
Oh, Benjamin, my boy. I didn't recognize you. You've grown so much. But what is all this horrible yelling about so early in the day?
Mr. Webb, can you tell me what Christmas is?
Christmas? Christmas? Surely you mean Christmas.
I don't know what I mean. I woke up this morning and suddenly a Christmas beetle...
Christmas beetle?
Oh, a Christmas beetle came out of the ground shouting, Christmas! Christmas is coming!
Oh, goodness. It's not that time of the year again.
What time of the year, Mr. Webb?
Christmas time.
Oh, so you know about Christmas and you know what Christmas is?
It's smoke.
Smoke?
Smoke and stink.
Oh.
People from the house buy lots of coloured paper and ribbons, wrap it around things, tear it off again, bring it all out here, stuff it into the incinerator, burn it, and cover the whole garden with stink and smoke.
Is that all?
That's all, my boy.
Oh, well, no wonder that beetle was in such a hurry. He was obviously trying to get away.
He's not the only one. I'm going away right now. Hand me your wallet. Oh, I can't stand that Christmas stink. And if you got any sense, you'll go too.
Oh, I will, Mr. Webb. Thank you.
I've got a long way to go today. I haven't got time to stop and talk. I've got to be right on my way. Things to be seen, places to go, places I've never seen.
Oh, smoke and stink, smoke and stink. Christmas is just smoke and stink.
Pardon me, what did you say?
Benjamin looked up in surprise. On a leaf above his head sat a yellow and blue caterpillar.
Oh, I didn't notice you there. I was just thinking out loud. I was thinking about Christmas.
Christmas? Hey, but why look sad when you're thinking about Christmas? Christmas is wonderful.
Oh, I suppose if you like smoke and stink, it's wonderful.
Smoke and stink? Hey, what are you talking about?
Mr. Webb said Christmas is just stink and smoke.
Mr. Webb? Hey, what would he know, Benjamin? You never listen to anyone who eats flies.
No.
Hey, they always talk nonsense.
Well, if it isn't smoke and stink, what is it?
It's when you grow wings.
Grow what? Wings?
Yeah, wings. It happened to an aunt of mine. Once she was a beautiful caterpillar, just like me.
Yeah.
And then one day she started spinning a sleeping bag.
Sleeping bag?
Yeah, and when it was finished, she crawled inside, slept for a while, and when she came out, hey, she had beautiful wings.
Oh, wow.
The last time I saw her, she was flying away shouting that all her Christmases had come at once.
That's great. But, how am I going to grow wings?
Well, I suppose you make yourself a sleeping bag. Get inside and wait.
Oh, thanks. I'm going home to do that straight away. Goodbye.
Oh, okay, have a good time.
I'll see you later with wings on.
Got a long way to go today. I haven't got time to stop and talk. I've got to be right on my way. Things to be seen, places to go, places I've never seen.
Benjamin was halfway across the garden when he met some noisy creatures.
Hey, Benjamin! Where you going? Where you going? Hey, what's the hurry, Benjamin?
Oh, no, not those harlequin bugs.
Benjamin didn't like the harlequin bugs because they were always playing jokes and laughing and giggling. And because he was so slow, he couldn't get away in time.
Hey, stop, Benjamin! Hey, what are you doing, Benjamin?
I'm going home so I can make a sleeping bag and grow wings.
A sleeping bag for Christmas? Listen, Benjamin, Christmas isn't sleeping bags.
Well, I was talking to a caterpillar and he told...
A caterpillar?
Oh, God! What the caterpillars know?
Oh, they can't tell their head from their tail.
Oh, I suppose you know what Christmas is. Oh,
Sure do.
it isn't sleeping bags.
You want to know? It's Silent Night.
Silent night.
No, it isn't.
He's just being silly. Go on, tell him what it is.
It's away in a manger.
Away in a manger? How far away?
I don't know.
We've never been there.
Well, it must be a long way.
Hey, let's go there.
Well, we can't go there.
Why not?
We don't know where it is.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Benjamin. Why don't you go?
Yeah. Here you go, and then you can tell us where it is.
I'll do it. I'm going to find out about this Christmas thing once and for all.
Hey, Benjamin! Voyage!
Hey, tell us where it is.
Yeah, where it is. Just let us know.
Yeah, I'll tell you where it is when I find it, all right?
Benjamin went round and round the garden, but he couldn't find anything that was Christmas or away in a manger or a sleeping bag or smoke and stink. Poor Benjamin. He nearly gave up. But then he had an idea. If Christmas is away somewhere, maybe if I climb up onto something, I'll be able to see it. He looked around him for something to climb up on. He saw a large stone pot, and growing in it was a small bushy tree. I'll climb into that tree, and then I might be able to see Christmas. Benjamin climbed up the side of the pot and into the tree. Suddenly, he heard voices.
OK, kids, help me pick up the tree and we'll carry it inside.
Can I put the streamers on?
I want to put the stars on top.
And I'll switch the lights on.
Careful, don't drop it. Here we go.
The tree shook and stopped with a bump. Benjamin crept very tightly into his shell.
Here we are. Now, let's decorate the tree.
Now, I put the bells up here.
Oh, and here are some streamers.
Look at this. There's a snail in the tree.
Oh, can he stay there, Dad? Please, can he? He can be our Christmas snail.
All right, but I'll have to go outside later on. OK. Is everything ready? Now, turn on the lights. Oh, that looks great.
Benjamin waited for a long time inside his shell. The tree had stopped shaking now, and he was sure that it was safe to come out. He slowly crept out. One by one, his eyes popped out. He saw the most beautiful thing he had ever seen. All around were beautiful colours: silver, gold, green, yellow, red and blue lights, glistening stars, and lovely round shimmering balls in which he could see his face 100 times. Ah, where am I? What is this? Then Benjamin heard something he'd been looking for. Away in a manger, no crib for a bed, the little Lord Jesus lay down his sweet head. The stars in the bright sky looked down where he lay. The little Lord Jesus asleep in the hay. The cattle are lowing. I found it. I found Christmas. Christmas is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen and heard. No crying he makes. I love you, Lord Jesus. Look down from on high and stay by my side until morning is nigh. I've got a long way to go today. I haven't got time to stop and talk. I've got to be right on my way. Things to be seen, places to go, places I've never seen. Blue skies above, green grass around, sunshine everywhere. And if I boast, I hope you'll pardon, but I think I live in a beautiful garden. Got a long way to go today. I haven't got time to stop and talk. I've got to be right on my way. Things to be seen, places to go, places I've never seen. Flowers are wishes that have come true, butterflies dreams that fly. And if I boast, I hope you'll pardon, but I think I live in a beautiful garden. got a long way to go today. I haven't got time to stop and talk. I've got to be right on my way. Things to be seen, places to go, places I've never seen.